part was to rank and to decide who the award winners were. We tried to be very careful in our analyses, but it's not an easy task. And I think that's it. I'll give the floor to Ju. Good evening. I want to reinforce his words along with Paola. It was truly a challenge to be able to define what should be awarded the prizes among so many wonderful studies that were presented. So it was really interesting to see the possibility of approaching the subject of basic income and citizenship, and also social services, the economy, and law, and anthropology as well. So it was really interesting to see the sheer size of the theme, and that was in and of itself a difficulty. We were from the committee, and it was difficult to understand certain terms which are exclusive to each area, but it was truly enriching to see the breadth of the subject matter. So more than talking about the prize, I want to express my gratitude for the opportunity to read those materials and to understand the diversity of this subject matter in Brazil, which is where the studies were analyzed. So I want to thank everybody that submitted their studies. It was not easy to rank them and to choose 3 theses and 3 dissertations, but it was necessary, as Jimmy said. But I want to congratulate everybody else who submitted their studies on the platform and for giving us the opportunity to read such wonderful studies. Thank you. Well, to wrap up, I'll very briefly say, first, I want to mention a few mandatory acknowledgements before we say goodbye to Maricá and go to Niterói. And the acknowledgements go to the Secretary of Tourism, José Alexandre, Secretary of Culture, Saji, who is here. Saji is this gentleman in the back with a raised hand, and Saji is one of the people behind this idea that Maricá should be the city of utopia. He's not only the Municipal Secretary of Culture, he's the Secretary of Culture and Utopia. So thank you, Saji, for allowing us to outline this award, which was prepared by an artist of Maricá with the stork. Also, the Secretary of Communication, Dani Oliveira, the Secretary of Government, Wellen Pereira, the Chief of Office of Mayor Quaqua, and the Mayor himself, Washington Quaqua, Matheus Gaúcho, who was here with us, and our Secretariats of Security and Public Order and Health were with us to guarantee our security and also to give us health support in case it was necessary, as was the case. And Secretary Marcelo Velho and Colonel Julio Veras gave us the support. I also want to thank the University of Açores that allowed us to be there for these 2 days, as well as Dalton, the gentleman that went to the previous Congress to advocate for this idea that we'd be doing something utopic here. And hopefully this week we're going to confirm this perception on your part. And to wrap up, I want to be very straightforward. And I want to say that after participating in several editions of this Congress, I've been seeing how those that preceded me tell stories that point to the fact that back in the 80s, when the first meetings began, what was left for the beyond what was dedicated, it was the basements that were set aside for us to be in. But now we're having this Congress in 2 cities and multiple universities with the support of research money, and this is just another edition. Neil Howard is in the room, and he was responsible for the previous edition with other professors. They're in the back, and they were in charge of the previous edition, as well as those that are in charge of it in the United States, who are also here with us. So this is a huge effort, a joint effort that helps us bring these ideas about solidarity economy and basic income from a condition of folklore discussion in Brazil, and to bring them to a condition of public policy, as Maricá itself shows, and as proven by the theses, 19 theses and dissertations written for this award, and 19 that are producing. And it's not just a crazy idea. If people want to call us crazy along with Suplicy, you're going to have to call a lot more people crazy. And I think that we all agree that in this army of crazy people, we can enroll under the leadership of Suplicy. Thank you. I'd like to ask you to please remain on stage and ask everybody that received an award for invite them for an official photo. Sarah Philippe Van Paris.
Eu gostaria de pedir.
Please return your translation equipment. And I'd like to invite you all for some refreshments and drinks in the outside area. Thank you and good night.